Hey guys, how you doing? This is Eric from eFit, where we specialize in your mental as well as physical fitness. Um, I really just wanted to come to you guys today with a little quick thought that I had on my mind. So as you can see, I'm walking. I want you guys come and walk with me. We'll walk and talk together. So, I wanted to speak on today one of my favorite topics, which is law of attraction. And because, you turn on YouTube, stuff like that, and you see so many people who, I guess they claim to be experts on law of attractions. They have this method that works, that method. But I just wanted to break down a few things for you. Basically, with the law of attraction, okay, so you don't get what you want. You don't ever get what you want. Matter of fact, if you want something, 9 times out of 10, you'll never get it. Because if you're in the act of wanting it, then you do not have it already. Okay? You do not have it on the inside already because you're yearning for it. You're wanting it, right? So, the way the law of attraction works is that you get what you exude. From within to without. So what you have on the inside of you, your thoughts, your imagination, eventually, if you persist in those thoughts and imagination, then you will get it. Because that's the language that the universe speaks. You tell the universe what you want from your thoughts, your imaginations, your feelings, and then words. Okay? So, if anybody is out there saying, I want this and I want that, and then you're thinking about it, whatever, but then you still know that, oh, wow, well, I don't have it yet. Guess what? You're never going to get it. But if you exude that thing that you want on the inside, that you imagine that you have, if you can get to the point where you have imagined so much that you have this thing where it is real, then the laws state that it has to manifest itself in physical form. It has to. In some way, shape, or form, it has to. Okay? So basically, what we're doing when we're thinking about these things, about what we desire, what we want, we don't want to think about them in terms of, we don't have them yet, so let me think about them so that I can get them. Let me imagine it so that I could get them. No. Let me imagine so that the imagination process can become real to me, so that I no longer want for it because it's so real to me that I feel like I already have it. Okay? And you can do this a couple of ways. One of my favorite ways is just before you go to sleep. Your body shuts down just before you go to sleep. You're in that drowsy state. Your body is in what we call theta mode, right? So in theta mode is your self-conscious is totally, all the defenses are shut down. So anything that you store in your brain while your mind is in theta mode, then your subconscious takes hold of it. It takes hold because your self-conscious, that's the engine. That's what makes everything go. Not your conscious, but your self-conscious. Okay? So, just before you drift off to sleep, you start to imagine, you make up a story about, what your life is like, what you want. So you would actually make up a story about it. You would actually imagine the result happening. So let's say you wanted to win some money or something like that, okay, from the lottery, whatever. You would actually imagine yourself, right, when you're there checking your lottery ticket, you would imagine the guy behind the counter saying, "Oh my God, I cannot believe it. You hit the jackpot." You would imagine what you would feel like at that time, what you would be doing, what your thoughts would be like. You would imagine that story like over and over in your head until you drift to sleep. And while you're drifting to sleep, your subconscious is working its magic. Your subconscious sees that as real, right? Because your subconscious does not know the difference between something that you imagine being real than something real life in tangible form. It knows no different, right? So that's what you want to do every night before you go to sleep. Whatever it is that you desire, make up a story about it and imagine yourself having it and doing it or driving it or living in it or doing it, whatever, on that vacation. Imagine the results happening already. All right? So basically, I'm just giving this to you. I'm just regurgitating this to you in practical form, just so you know that this is one of my favorite ways of doing it, okay? Because your defense is shut down and your subconscious is totally open to the suggestions that you're giving it. There's no outside sources or programs coming in to distract you like during the day. You may want something or you may be thinking about something, but your brain is on autopilot, but your brain is protecting you. Your brain is saying, "Nah, you can't do that. You can't do that." But you're trying to think hard and imagine, but your subconscious is not accepting it. Whatever your subconscious does not accept, then you can forget about it. So until you get to a place where is you truly believe that you have this thing that you desire, then and only then will you start to see some traces of it manifesting. This law of attraction thing has gotten a lot of talk about it over the last few years. It's been building up and building up and building up. It's a lot of talk on YouTube about it, but the thing is that you really get what you exude on the inside. That's what you get. You never get what you want. You get what you exude. Because the universe only knows one answer to any request is yes. Man, I'm broke. Man, I don't have no money. Okay, yes, you don't. Let's make that happen for you. Because that's the dominating thought. But when you start to turn those thoughts around, even though you may not physically have the money in your hand, but you start to imagine yourself having such amount of money and spending that money until you've done it so much that it's become real in your mind, then you'll be surprised. Money will start to show up for you out of nowhere. And you will be so surprised, but you'll know that the universe has heard you. That now your dominant thought is, yes, I have it. Because the universe will only give you what you already have on the inside. You get that? It will only give you what you already have on the inside. It won't give you anything different. Your life, your relationships, anything, it will only mirror who you are on the inside, what you believe on the inside, what you have on the inside. Listen to me carefully. Listen to this. There can never be an external fix for an internal problem. Ever. Ever. Everything is handled. All your desires, all your wants, your desires, your anything that you desire for your life, anything that's happening to your life, whether you deem it negative or positive, even though there's no such thing as negative or positive, there's only what happens in the moment. There's no good or bad. It's all judgmental, right? Those are all judgmental terms. I'm trying to tell you, what I'm trying to say to you is that it is all an inside job. Either you're being given something or something is being taken away from you, but guess who's doing it? You are. It was an inside job. All right? So take that as one to grow on. And I encourage you to take some time every day to go within, maybe meditate a little bit, and take some time to be a kid again and imagine. Imagine. Hey, this is real. This is true. Let your imagination run wild. Before you go to sleep, do it. You can do it anytime during the day, but especially before you go to sleep, because that is the most opportune time when your subconscious will take hold. And it will start to build that story, build that scenario as real. And by and by, slowly but surely, you will start to see these things that your heart truly desires come to pass and manifest it for you. All right? So look, this was Eric from eFit. I spoke more on the mental fitness today, but as I'm also out here walking, getting in some physical fitness, I'll come back to you tomorrow with some exercise tips and nutrition and supplementation, all of that stuff to get you guys ready to go, all right? So look, stay with me, check me out, and hey, I would love for you guys to come along on this journey with me. Love you. Take care.